There's nothing worse than trying to cross a busy road. They really want an underpass here, but that we get one. Anyway, welcome to the museum. This is the first proper episode. We'll have a look at the museum in a little while, but at the moment we're just going to go and have a walk up and have a look at my truck. It's been in the paint shop and I've got a trailer to pick up as well. I'll come in on the bus. If not, I wouldn't have any way of getting me pickup or tractor backs. As you see, we're in Hanover city or town. I'm never too certain on the American way they call the places. Some of the places they call cities I wouldn't call a city, and some of the places called towns I'd call cities. But mind you, fairly much the same in Britain. We've got a pop in here, by the way. Alright, now how did I get this job? Well, I worked for an old boy as foreman on his farm. There was 3 offers plus the old boy. But he got old, he wanted to retire, so he sold up. The only place I'd actually take his farm was one of these big farming companies, which meant they didn't really want any of us. So I think they kept one lad. Oh, that's our new trailer. Let's have a look at that. As you see, it's not for the equipment we're actually going to be farming with. But yes, I saw I was unemployed. I had a look, Farmers Weekly, and there was this advert for a curator, come farm manager, come farm worker. They covered all chances. There it is. We're open up because you know what my driving's like. Right, well, what we had done is we didn't have it repainted to get rid of some of the scratches I already put on there, but for this. And as on the side, I've got to thank Darren Castle for doing this for me. Thank you very much, Darren. It's just an in-game tractor, but I wanted something there to show it was a museum. It's our museum tool. So again, thank you, Darren. It much appreciated, mate. And of course, Darren is also the man who done this map. Now, on this one, I'm going to stay out of character for a few minutes. I'm not going to be in character too much in this series. I'll better just close the doors again. Leave things as you find them. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was leaving the doors as I found them. But yeah, this series I won't be running the main farm. In fact, if we have a quick look at the map, come out. See if it was that's better. Throttle was sticking a bit, so that's causing it to go in. See, there's no fields owned at all. The only fields are these ones down here. Everything else I'll put back to the computer generated, so the computer can look after everything. So with that, we will get back to this. Was something else I was going to say, and it's gone now. It's my age, you know. We young people have so much to think about. But I do like that, and because it's in our colours of black. Yes, oh yes, I was saying there is no more realistic. There is no gearbox mod on this. I'm running it with seasons, and that's about it. Haven't got manual attach on. I decided this one we're just going to have it nice and easy for a change. I've got drive control on, which can be a bit of a pain situations like this. Now, I wonder if we can do this. I doubt it very much, but we'll have a go. Can't really see. Well, we're not going to do it like that, are we? I'm going to come out of cab. It's going to be simpler. Oh, that's fairly close. You know, close but no cigar. as they say. This is a fun series for me. Nothing serious at all. Money doesn't matter on this series. Money is, as I need money, I will cheat more in. But the idea of this museum is the owners of Willow River Farm, I have to remember which side of the road I'm on now, that could cause a few issues. I think that's in here, I hope. Yeah, the owner of Willow River Farm spent some time in the Old Ridge Valley area, and he liked the farm there, and when he got a chance he decided to do his own one. Now that should be that one there now. We've got to get some muck. Where there's muck there's money, they say. So we'll have a go at trying to back in here. It's going to be a lot of backing in. Be easy once I'm not using the big equipment so much. That's what I tell myself. I'm probably completely wrong. This one should be the buy trigger. We'll soon find out. Yes, it is. I didn't go further enough. No, but the brake. Oh, no brake, of course. No brake because we've got no gearbox mod, and I haven't got the handbrake mod in. Right, which I'll just go on to tell them I'm taking this. It's automatic system of payment, but I feel I should just tell them so I can find out their entrance. Yes, it's, yeah, okay, I'm just going to take the muck now, okay? He's just warn them. I hate to make them think I was, or have them think I was pinching it. I'll just get rid of this little indicator. There will be no animals on the farm, except I will be bringing some horses in. Yes, I'm going to use the horse mod. I haven't used it up till now. I must be about the only YouTuber who does farming sim videos who's never used it. It isn't because I don't like it, I think it's marvellous. It's just I haven't really found somewhere to put it yet. And it's a Doc, Dirty Tractor Doctor, uses very well indeed on his Sonofka Knot series, and I highly recommend his series. And one or two others have been using. Oh, and Mark DuPont's used it very well indeed. Right, we have the muck. Now we're going to find our way home. Because we've got no animals, we're going to have to buy things like manure in. Slurry, well, still got to figure that one out. Looks okay. We'll soon find out at the end if we get run over by other vehicles. Swing it wide because I can never tell where everything is. One of the problems is using the giant stuff. The mirrors are not adjustable. They're not always where you want them. But they're not too bad on this, to be honest. Be better if I was using head tracking, but I haven't got around to sorting that out again. Oh, looks okay. Now I'm going to keep on this outside line. I don't know what the laws are in America, but I'm keeping on that for one very good reason. The locals here just tend to shoot out of these side roads. Once I'm past the side roads, then we can go in on the outside line. In Britain this would be fairly much a no-no to have a big truck steaming down the road at this sort of pace. Mind you, probably is here because I'm probably breaking all kinds of speed limits. I think we better pull in behind this one, and we need the next right. You can see the other one we've already passed in the distance. I'm not certain where I'm going to put this yet. Yes, I've got this. Come on, that's it. Can get the indicators to work. Teething troubles on a new truck, of course. And I don't want to scratch this. And as you can see, it's a fair old pull up here. I was beginning to think I wasn't going to make it. Mind you, that is. I don't think I've got the biggest engine. I think I've got the smallest engine in this truck. I did think we're going to need a big one. I might be wrong there. I may have to trade it in or get them just to put the chips in for the bigger engine. Right, here we are, Aldridge Museum or Farm Museum. I'm going to have to hook this up because I've been told, well, Phillips mushroom growers have told me that they have something which I might be interested in. They bring me low loader in a tractor to hook it up. I said there may be something there that I might want to see. They won't tell me what it is though, which can be a little bit off-putting when they won't tell you. No, I want to put it over here somewhere, not on the meadow if I can help it. Oh, and you can see we have a silage silo. That's important because so we can actually show the full process. I'm not going to try and put a bunker silo in here. Come out behind here, and I think we can put up the muck over the end here. And I'll have to get some fence work in to fence it off from the public, because I don't really want them. Yeah, we turn around here. Yeah, this should do. This is all property. Swing around here, and we drop it in this bit, and we'll fence this off with a gate in. Yeah, I think here we'll do. I'm just going to have a quick look. Actually, we go back a bit. Go back to about here, almost into the trees. Yeah, so I was saying how this is actually. I'm coming out of a cab to do this because I want to back in a bit. This is funded several ways. One, the land has been given by the owner of Willow River Farm. It's his land, and he has given that for this museum. He's actually paid for all the buildings which are here. He had a whole load actually brought in these. A lot of this stuff here is the actual. I can't see it from here very well, we're well out of the way. But a lot of the stuff there is actually from the Old Ridge Valley area. We just heat that up. I think we come forward a bit now. That will do. Yeah, let's have a look at what we've got there. No good putting the brake on because we ain't got one. Well, we've got some muck. Now hopefully there's enough muck there. If not, we'll get another load. I'll just run that false wall back. Well, that works okay. Get back in the cab. Let that run back rather than run it. Whilst we're going, it's good practice when we're using tippers. And we're well out of the way of the grass area. Just going to park this back. Oh, I need to change it. I need to put this trailer somewhere. Oh well. Bring this close to the grass here. Just unhook that. And I'll just switch off for now and we'll have a little walk round. I need to hook up to the low loader next and we'll go and see if we can find some of the gear we want. These are just show. All this here is just show. This tank has got no diesel, and if you look at it, we couldn't get a insurance to fill that up again. Other than the fact nothing seems to work there anymore. So that's our silage silo. We're going for one of these because it's simple. It works, and we haven't really got room to put a proper bunker in. We have got, let's see which end we are. We have got in here, we have got a modern wash plant put in. Because we need to keep this stuff clean. I don't think it looks out of place here. We had to destroy a few bushes to get it in, but it's in. Yeah, and I'll go back to how this place is paid for. These are earth fruit storage areas, stored out in the open as they are in Britain. We don't bother to cover them. This is all just show for the visitors. Nothing there works. In fact, I should just show you where we've got our seed at the moment. Let's back along this way. You're going to get dizzy by the time I've finished. In here we've got the other modern vehicle of the farm, and on here, as you can see, we've got our seed and our fertiliser. And this is all easy to handle stuff. We've got this pickup, which is, say, it's modern. No chickens. Thing is, I'm only going to be working 8 to 5. I'm not expecting anybody else to be here overnight at all. We have a private security company coming in to keep an eye on the place, which is partly paid for by the owners of this little lot, which has nothing to do with us. We just get a little bit of cash from them. It's a grain merchant. Now, our tractors we have so far in here, as you see, we've got 3 tracked and only 2 wheeled at the moment. We will be getting some more wheeled stuff in later. An MAN tractor is on its way. That's going to be our front loader. But we've got the old Oliver. All these work, by the way. Some of the stuff we will have here will not work, but all this works. Normally you wouldn't see these much on British farms, but they were available and I managed to get hold of them. You would see some of these, as you would see Farmals. You wouldn't see Olivers much in Britain. Nothing else through here. Oh, there's our other modern tractor, which I'm invested in a front weight for. That's there to do all the heavy work on the farm. Although I have heard there is a big elderly tractor I can get hold of. This plough's got to go. It's nothing to do with us, so I'll take it back to the main farm. Hello, puss. Here we have our intake. We need somewhere to hold grain. Just temporary. I was thinking about turning it to the community store, but that's over the main road. And I thought, when we start to do work, it's going to take rather a long time. The house, I think, as I explained in episode 0, is the static museum, and all your static stuff is in here, and also there's a little restaurant in there. This is your souvenir base, which we sell food, souvenir food, your typical things. Phone box which actually works, that's connected into the local exchange. The old general store. There used to be a lot. Every village had one of these at one time. Not anymore. A few old signs up there. And some posters. Yes, which less said, soon as mended. Few old sheds. These have got bits of interest in, but we don't open for another month or so as yet, so we're getting everything ready at the moment. And I think that's just about to walk round here. I think we're seeing everything. Workshop is at the end here, by the way. This is our workshop. In there somewhere should have been a... thought I dropped the... Oh, there it is. I think, yeah, it's the toolbox. Alright, well, we've wasted a bit of time looking around here, but it'll give you a general idea where everything is. Not that I will know. Right, and first thing I want to get this out to go on up to Phillips. Episodes will be slightly longer on this series. Fine, I've got something to say and do. I say this is our main modern tractor for doing things with. I'll get this out here. I'll just unhook the low loader, put this up on the low loader. Go and get the unit. So we've got the muck, which I now got a fence off, because I don't want visitors falling into that. Can you just imagine these? I was going to use the word stink, but well, it's probably pretty appropriate. If one of our visitors fall in there, and all I don't want little Tommy getting in there, think it's a good idea to chuck that at his sister. It may be a good idea, I don't know the families, but I'm hoping it won't happen. Now I don't know if I'm going to get everything on we've got to pick up. I don't even know what we're picking up. I'm coming up a cab again. I don't even know what we're picking up from Phillips yet. They say they won't tell me. They're being real teasers. But I said they were using it up until a few years ago in one of their sheds. One of their old sheds which is now gone, which is why they don't want it anymore. But I'll go and see them and find out. Right. That's it. I'll come out a cab whilst I'm doing. I'll keep out a cab whilst I'm doing this. Just drive this up to here. Should do. I keep wanting to put the brake on. There isn't one now. This is going to get quite a bit of work at the start. I could have shortened that off. In fact, I should have shortened that off. I think we're going to back onto that again and just shorten this down because it's a bit too long at the moment. And the idea of the farming itself, we are going to plough 3 of the fields each year. There's about 10 fields. I'll cut the fields into very small pocket handkerchief size plots. We don't want a lot, we're not there to make money, and I still haven't got round to tell you what all the funding was. It's just, that's it. Shorten that right off. We'll have to lengthen it when we get stuff on there, but I'd rather leave it short at the moment. Especially I've got to drive the dusty thing. Well, didn't actually mean to switch off the engine, but what's done is done. That's a bit better. We should be able to put things on the back here, but it's not as easy as it looks, especially being got a front loader. I'm hoping that comes in, and I think that's coming in from Germany. I'm not certain how it's coming here yet, whether it's come by train or ship then road. Now this is where I'm going to miss the gearbox mode actually, on gearbox mod, doing things slow like this. No brake, of course. Yeah, well, we hope we can get everything on. Alright, let's back on yet again. We go up to Phillips. I have to say the pill has... Oh yeah, I said it really. Still ain't told you how this place is funded. Well, the owners of the farm are not putting any more money into it now, but except they're paying all the rates and taxes due on the actual land, so we haven't got to worry about that. Some of it has been paid for by the local tourist board. They're paying a little bit towards it. It brings people in, they hope. This is the first year, operation. We're starting right from scratch, which is why we haven't got enough or hardly any equipment in at the moment. And some of course will be from sales, our sales. We'll be making a little bit of money, I hope. It's clear. Oh no, it isn't clear. Oh, we got away with it. Again, things come all which way but wind. Well, the tractor's still on there. We'll take the next one up for Phillips. We'll go past the farm. They say there's some stuff up there too we might want. So I'll just drop and have a look at it. I won't pick it up today. Oh yes, and I've been told too that possibly, should really have been over this side, possibly there's a cedar up at an old abandoned farm. Where 14 is there, the other side that's field 15, apparently there's an old cedar up there that we can have if we want to go and collect it. One old boy said, I looked at it and said it's in good nick, it works, just needs grease, and so I might go and have a look at it. And he said it's an old one though. Well, mind you, we want an old one. Won't be much good having one of the modern stuff. We better pull in it to the farm itself. We will be spending a bit of time up here because so this is where the owner of the museum lives. Oh yeah, that seems to be riding quite nicely on there. Right, it said they left them out the back of the pig place. Oh well, it's hot. Well, doesn't seem to be any pigs in here, so oh yeah. This back, I don't know which way these things open. This way, I think I just close them up again. Always, country code, always leave things closed, or leave things as you found them. Ah, cultivator, a plough, and a couple of ploughs and a cultivator. Looks like that one might have turned turtle. So we've got some stuff here to pick up. This is coming from all over the show. Using the dealer central gathering points. And then there's this say there's a lot of old places around here, and we maybe more stuff will come to light. Some of the stuff may not work. No, that isn't going to matter. Static displays are fine. I heard there's a corn picker that we can have, but it doesn't work, and you just can't get the parts anymore. As I said, we can have it if we want it. We may well do so and use it as a static display. I need some stuff out, for people to look at whilst we work, because they're not going to want to watch us all the time. Yes, and I was saying about the way things are going to be working. Well, first year 3 fields ploughed, all cultivated, all planted, and we'll be planting wheat, barley, maize for forage, rape, rye, oats, potatoes, sugar beet, all the spring varieties. But we'll also be putting in wheat and barley as a winter variety as well. Looks alright. It's quite a trip out here. I should imagine we pick that up. I was thinking about going to find the drill. We may not bother today. We might just leave that a day. So I must have been fun in the old days farming this place. It really must be, all these hills. And some bird of some description. I don't know the local fauna and flora around here. I will have to learn, and I hope I'm on the right road. I'll never be too certain. Yes, you're not my map reading's like. Keep an eye on the tractor. It doesn't seem to be moving at all. This will be used quite a bit, this transporter, to cart things about. And we're probably selling, as we get everything in there. I may well be using this truck to sell with, rather than try and get one of the old timers through the town. Although we will be bringing them through the town. We have apparently they want a big, well, there's somewhere should be, there's a sign for it. Should be an there's a sign for it, yeah. Phillips Mushroom Farm, right. And they say they've got some for us. Take a bit easier going up here. I can't see anything there. Not what's obviously old. This is some. I think there's some behind those sheds. I better go into the office and see what they got for us. I'll be back in a moment. If we can find a way in. Here we are. Right, they have said yes, it's behind that shed. It's ours, we want it. And before these two buildings were put in, they had some older buildings which were big, very big actually. And they used to use this for mowing or for spreading compost. No, to my mind it has to be a muck spreader. Let's have a look. It is indeed. Now look at that. A John Deere 34. Ooh. So we will get our tractor off. Oh, I should just come out of character again for one moment and warn you, I haven't tested half the equipment I'm using since one of the patches which seemed to broke one or two things. So we might have a few toys out of the pram episodes. I just warn you. Should have enough room there. I may have to lengthen this, we'll find out. Might just go on. It's not very big, that. Muck spreader. I will come out of the cab to back that on there. I'm going to have to back it on because I want. If we get time, we will just go and see if we can find that cedar. Oh well, they've got a composter up there, so if we get anything we want to get rid of, like straw, we've got to have no other use for it. We can come here and put it in the composter. I don't know what good it. Well, I think we could then put the compost onto the land. That's the general idea. Looks a bit out of place on the back of this. It has to be said. Yeah, there's their composter. Looks like quite a go-ahead little concern here. When I say little, look at some of the trucks here, they must produce a hell of a lot of mushrooms. That big covered trailer, there's a whole lot more trailers around the corner. Oh, I'm about to do this in cab now. Can't remember how quickly this thing whips round. I think what I'm going to do, hold on, let's just set up cruise control for about there. And hope I can catch it before it goes. I don't want the wheels are too close to the back on here. Whoa. Mind you, I don't think we've got that very well. Let's have a look. Excuse me. Well, it's on after a fashion. It's not brilliantly well on, but it's on. I'm going to come out of the cab and just see if I'm going to tidy that up a little bit. In fact, it may look worse. Excuse me. Ah, I've got a tickle. There's nothing worse than having a tickle. Unless you're a trout fisherman or salmon fisherman, I think they like tickles. But I think they're talking about a different form of tickle. Yes, I should have left well alone. Yeah, I should have left well alone. I had it on first time, so I decided to be clever. Now, when will I ever learn that clever and me do not sit well together? Whoa, doesn't look going on there. Right, let's just last attempt. If not, we'll drive the damn thing. We'll tow the damn thing back on the Hurleyman. Never had one of those ones where everything's gone perfectly until the last possible moment. Yeah, I'm probably better doing it in cab actually. Well, what we're going to do back in cab seems to be slightly simpler. Right. There we go to the Merriman School of Advanced Tractor Driving. Places available. Right, let's see if we can just get this thing somewhere near, square on to the, I think we might be getting somewhere at last. I'm going to go fairly quiet now. I'm constipating, concentrating. Not probably right first time. That looks a bit more like it. Get ready to. Don't lose it now. Whatever you do, do not lose it now. How close are we? I've got to go back a bit more, but I will have to cut a cab just for this bit. Just go forward just a smidgen. Right. That will do. Need to lengthen the whole thing. I'm hoping that's not going to throw everything out now if I lengthen it. I shall cry if it does. Because this is doesn't work as you expect when you lengthen this thing, or as you'd hope, should I say. Oh, cab again. One day I will learn to do all this in cab. I got it now. So that's what tends to happen. That should be enough, so I'll unhook again. Go forward again, get the tractor on there and get that in the right place. And we will have done this. Now you might just notice I'm going on a bit longer here. I think I may have said, but it's a long time ago now. I'm going to go on a little bit longer on these ones, because there's a lot to do, especially at the start. We're only halfway through collecting things, so what I might just do is hook this up. Just check where we are. Come on. Don't tell me you've got... that's it. Let's got it back. Not quite as we want, but... I think we're gonna hope everything hangs on there. And we're gonna start making our way back. I think the next episode, I think we're gonna take this back to the farm. The next episode will be finding the cedar. So we may just make a start on some of the field work. We've got a lot of field work to do before we allow visitors in. I want things to a certain level. Now we have volunteers who will be doing some of the work. Very nice volunteers called... don't tell me. Alright, I won't tell you, I'll keep it a secret. We still can't get the dusty thing all hooked up. No, we'll take it right off again. Can we just get another... I wonder if we unhook, if we can actually push the tractor back a bit then. Oh. Oh, have we got a diff lock on here? Yes, we have. I took the problem is that's this flaming weight. I think we are back a little bit further. Let's find out. We'll just get this hooked up and I'm going to call it an episode. So actually I'm going to just take my screenshot here. Oh, one, that one. I'm going to do me rundown. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not subscribed and wish to see more of this series, feel free to subscribe. I will be doing this often, once a week from now on. Can we get close enough? No, we flying can't. Might have to drop that weight off. Let's just see if we can go back. If we can get any. No. In that case. Then what I wanted to do. So I need to hook up the unit to be able to extend the trailer a bit more, and we've got it. Wowee, now that is close. Now what we will just do is just, I don't know which way is it. No, have we go that any more now? I don't think we'll get anything else on there. So as we drive off, and we must probably lose everything as we're doing it. Take it nice and steady. I'm going to continue. I'm going to leave it here, and I'm going to continue from here next time. Now, won't that be a treat for you all? Just so you can see whether I can get everything back to the farm. So let's move on saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.